Hi, friends. It's Elisa, and welcome back to the Allgoods, Vietnam through the eyes of love. These two letters are from November 8th, 1971, and they're some of my favorites. My mom writes about me and her belly, and how I've been kicking her ribs, and how careful she's being about what she eats. She even says she used to go all day on just a salad, but now she makes sure to eat enough because she's feeding the baby too. And I love that. It's so her. Already a thoughtful mom before I was even born. And then there's my dad. He's funny and restless and so in love with her. He jokes that if he wrote about sex as much as she does, the pages would be stuck together. I can picture him in his Air Force blues, ticket in hand, counting down the days. He writes about Guam and champagne like a man who's done this trip a dozen times, because he actually had. Remember, before Vietnam, he had already spent 4 years flying C-141s in the Air Force. So air terminals and long flights, probably flying through Guam, they were second nature. He knew all the duty-free stores and where to get the champagne. And these two letters, they show them at their best. Her caring for the life inside of her, and him dreaming of being home again. Let's start with Sarah's letter. 8 November, Monday. Hi, sweet precious. Gotcha. I love you. Boy, was I the big winner today. I got 3 loving letters from the most handsome and sexy captain in the Air Force. You are so cute and funny. I can't believe you couldn't produce the golden flow upon demand. Ha! Also, I'm with you about the check shit at Pan Am. They probably have some very good reasons, but it does piss me off too. I'm glad you finally got some help there. Also, I think you sound happier when you're on with Pi, so I like that too. I hope we can work out meeting Pi and his wife sometime. Be sure and tell me what his comment was about your latest statue. I've still got giant horns. Yes, I put another 25 cents in the pot after reading my darling's letters this morning. You turned me on, not even being here. But of course you know that already. Boy, it's an ugly day again here. Clouds everywhere, and it's getting cold. It's only about 50 degrees. You know, you might be wise to wear your blue uniform home if it stays this cold. With you coming home in the night, it has to be around 40. I don't want my love to be cold. If you are, I'll get you warm. Huh. I don't want to sound like your mom. I just wanted my love to know it's kinda cold now. Okay, sweetheart? I love you. Well, Connie called and wanted me to come over for breakfast, brunch. She was making, from scratch, pancakes. I was starving, so I decided to join her. She seems much better to me. She seems to see the shrink every 2 weeks now instead of every day, so she must be better. Anyway, had sausage and real live pancakes. They were so good. I'll have a steak tonight, so I won't go over my quota. The worst thing about pregnancy, you have to eat for the baby, but you have to watch every bite. I remember when I would once go all day just having maybe a salad. Now, I'm afraid if I don't eat properly, I'll hurt our baby. Does this make sense to you, darling? I just feel like rambling on tonight. Only 9 more wake-ups by my count, and I can ramble on, and it won't cost 11 cents. I love you, darling. After I left Connie, I came home and watched the soaps. I talked with Becca and Eliza. We have to relive our soaps. You'd laugh if you heard us talking. It sounds like we're gossiping about the people in the neighborhood. We've even got Paul hooked on a 12 o'clock soap. He watches it while he's home for lunch. So he would crack you up talking with us about them too. Chickie, I'm your lover. Just wanted to tell you. It was on the tip of my tongue as usual. Whittle Chickie, I hope your jaw is better. I question the doctor giving you 18 ASAs per day. If you get a ringing sound in your ears, The dosage is too much. Why don't you ask him to give you some Zatracin? It would take less and probably do better. Even some Javin might do the trick. Plus, they're not habit-forming. I worry about my hubby. You always try and protect me from knowing when you're depressed, but I probably make your depression even worse when I write and tell you I am. I'll try to do better and be a big girl so I don't make it harder on you. Okay, sweetheart? Boy, our little one has kicked his mom all day. It was funny, like a weird funny this morning. I was sleeping on my side and he woke me up. Felt like his arms were in my rib cage. It tickled like crazy. When I changed positions, he did too. Isn't that something? It's time for another I love you from both of us. By the way, for Daddy's records, did you know our little one should be 38 to 43 centimeters, 15 to 17 inches, and should weigh 3.5 to 4.5 pounds, and now has the appearance of a little old man? See, I just popped some medical facts on you. The only thing, with the size of my pelvis and belly, I believe ours is longer and bigger already. The facts I gave you are based on average. I love you. Stephen and Melinda came over this afternoon. Also Lou Ricky. I hadn't seen Lou in a long time. He's just always seems to be so nice and kind to me. Maybe if I wasn't married, I might feel differently. He's still going with some girl named Judy. Evidently serious. He took her home to meet Mom and Dad on his leave. Otherwise, it's been a quiet and lazy day here. TV tonight, and now I'm talking to my lover. Chickie, I'm thinking, loving, grooving, and missing you every second of the day. I can hardly wait until the 18th. I'm looking forward to our day. Meanwhile, just keep uppermost of our love in your mind. Until we can be together, I'm sending hugs, kisses, and heaps of love to my precious darling. I love you with all of my heart and soul, forever and always, Sarah. Oh boy, I love this letter. How my mom balances her science, but with love, counting the centimeters and pounds, while still calling him Chickie. And you can feel her nesting energy, her body doing its work, and her heart already halfway to November 18th. And now, here's my dad on that same day, horny, hilarious, and counting his own wake-ups from the other side of the world. 8 November. My dearest wife, I love you. You are the most precious person alive. I got 2 of the most precious letters today. You are the sweetest lover and wife. Am I horny? Huh, you must be crazy. I am so horny for the prettiest, black-haired, pregnant lady that I can't even talk about sex and loving. If I talked about sex and love in my letters as much as you, the pages would be stuck together. You're going to see how horny I am. Another thing, you don't have to worry about me not wanting you, baby. I love you, pregnant or not. I just love it. Your hubby loves you any way you are, but even more so with our child. You can bet on that. And I am not worried about finding a position. We will have no trouble. Baby, I love you. That is what counts. Don't worry at all about me being horny. You will get all of my love. I slept late today. I got up about 10 a.m., went to the club for a sandwich, then back to the hooch. I rested and read all afternoon. I really just sort of grooved to my love for one, Sarah Jane. I read your letters and shot the shit with Verl. He and I had supper at the club, and then back here. I'm going to bed early. I have alert tomorrow. My ear is better today. No problem. I'll keep you posted. I'm just glad it happened now instead of a week from now. I will bring some champagne with me if the price is right. I will not go to the same terminal in Guam. They may not have a package store as cheap as the other one. I'll see. If I don't get it for sure, I'll get it in San Antonio. Baby, I only have 10 more wake-ups. I can't wait to get on that plane. I took out my ticket today and I just stared at it. Can't wait to be with you, my love. Sleep warm. Love always. Dick. Jeez. 10 more days. And that's where we are. 10 wake-ups until he steps off that plane in San Antonio. She's tracking every kick and calorie, and he's tracking every sunrise and mile. It warms my heart to see how perfectly they were already parenting from opposite sides of the world. He's caring for me, and he's making sure she'd be warm in her blues. And she's making sure he'd be warm in his blues. If you'd like to support the Allgoods, Vietnam through the eyes of love, you can by sharing with a friend or liking and following wherever you listen. You can also go to buymeacoffee.com/the Allgoods love. Thanks again, friends, and we'll see you in the next letter.